Hey guys, Paul Collimeyer here, and today we are going to be starting a challenge where I'm going to be growing an Instagram account from 0 to 10,000 followers. The main rule of this challenge is that I'm not allowed to spend a single dollar on it, just to prove that it is possible to grow an account without spending money. This isn't actually something that I know, it's rather something I want to test on my own, which is part of the motivation for me doing this challenge. So I want to test if that's true, and now that we sorted out the main rule of this challenge, let's get right into it. So here's the account that I have in the fitness niche called Fitness Go Life, right? And I've been growing this account for a couple days. I have 164 followers. I post pretty frequently, around twice a day. Get around 50 likes on average. And I post using this format where it's changing between white and black post, or at least recently. This is far back and I did not, and this is my most famous post or most viral post with 130 likes. Go over the bio right here, and in the bio I have it say for building muscle, caloric surplus; for losing fat, caloric deficit; for becoming healthier, follow at Fitness Go Life. So I give them an incentive and I give them a call to action that if they want to become healthier, they should follow the page. And I also do a little bit of like comedy in the niche. And another important thing is the logo. So how I made this logo is I simply Googled some clip art in relation to fitness. I found this one and I just went into Photoshop, and within 5 minutes. So the first thing to finding a post to repost is to look through a popular hashtag and find a fitness page that is much larger than yours and makes content. So I already found one. It's PTP, and he makes this original content with like various styles, as you can see. And he primarily talks about working out on his page, but he also occasionally mentions nutrition, which is closer to what I do. So you would go through these, right? And something important you want to do when you're looking for a repost, you look at the likes. So you can see that, oh, this one has 10K. That's a lot more than these other ones. Let's look through some more. And so we see that that one has 10,000 likes. That's really viral in comparison with the other ones. So this would be one that you would want to like put onto your page. This is a perfect one for reposting if it has 10,000 likes, while all the other ones have under 5,000 likes. This might actually be something that I'll repost myself, as it's such a popular post. So simply taking this post and just flat out reposting it on your account would not work. So for example, when I take this, I add a caption of my own. I talk about protein sources in this scenario. And then also a very important thing is I ask, what's your favorite? This kind of question invokes people to be more likely to comment on your content, which is something that you really want to happen because that increases your engagement. So I also have this here, save this for later, because saving is also a form of engagement. Tag a friend, also engagement, and then follow my page, which is just a call to action for the person to follow the page, because they might not be thinking about that prior to that. And then here I comment instead of actually having it in the official description. I comment on the post all of my hashtags just to keep the actual description nicer on mobile. And this does the same effect. And I used all 30 hashtags that I have. And I also give credit to the person who originally made the post. When you are reposting other people's content, you have to make sure to give a shout out or mention them that this is their content. So now that I've gone over how to repost, I'm going to start talking about the follow for follow strategy that I've been using to get these followers, and the follow for follow strategy that I'm going to continue using up until 2,000 to 3,000 followers. So with the current state of Instagram, gaining followers is harder than ever because previous follow for follow strategies do not work any longer. Previously, you could simply have an automation software that would follow like 5,000 people a day and then unfollow the people that don't follow you back. And within a week of just letting the software do its thing, you would have well over 1,000 followers. And the thing with Instagram in today's state is it's trying to combat automation softwares. So it limits the amount of people you can follow in an hour. It limits the amount of likes you can distribute. Things like that. You can only follow up to 7,500 people total. So all of these factors together contribute to why bots no longer work with Instagram, and follow for follow is something that you need to do manually. So when you're going to follow for follow, it contrasts strongly from the reposting because, again, you go to a large page, you look through the likes, but here you're not looking for the most likes, but rather the lowest level of engagement. Because you know that if these are people that are liking things that have very low engagement, these are the true fanatics. These are people who are loyal followers and really like everything that's fitness related. So this has 1.7K in comparison with the other posts. So you go here, you click on the likes, and you don't just follow all these people randomly. You need to be more strategic with it with today's state of Instagram. So you click on their accounts and you look at their followers to following ratio. So this person has more followers than following, which is not something that's very good because we're looking for the highest chance that they were going to follow you back. So let's just find a person with that. And another thing is the people that you look for should be public accounts because you don't want to follow someone who's private because that's just too much of a hassle. It's honestly much easier to find these public accounts. See, private account. But you should be looking for a person who has more following than followers, because if this is a person who actually has more followers than following, then they're very unlikely to follow you because they could be a micro-influencer. They could be someone who doesn't want to dirty up their following too much. So this would be a pretty good person to follow because she has 1.5K followers and 7.5K following. The only issue is that, as I've previously mentioned, with today's Instagram, you can only follow 7,500 people, so she would not be able to follow you back. So, as you can see, this requires a good bit of grinding to find that perfect person. But let's, just keep looking until we find them. So this is pretty good. This is very close followers to following. So she's likely to follow us back. So we would follow her, and then we would increase our chances of getting a follow back by liking it. We can comment something like, come on, beautiful, right? We're just commenting that so that the person sees that we're engaging with their posts, and they're more likely to reiterate that to us. They're likely to come to our page, like our posts, comment on them. And that would provide engagement for us, and that would provide followers. With that being said, that's it for I want to give a shout out to Biaheza for inspiring me to make this video with the follow for follow method. I'm going to link his video in the description below. And other than that, all I have to say is make sure to come back next week to see how we are progressing with this challenge and what other methods I end up using to grow this page. Till next week. See you guys.